I was raised by a narcissistic mother. If you were to, adulthood probably doesn't feel peaceful. It feels heavy, confusing, and exhausting in a way you can't explain to other people. Today, I want to talk about something deeper, not just trauma, not just boundaries. What actually happens psychologically when you grow up in that environment, how it follows you into adulthood. I'm going to explain this not just from my own experience, from counseling theory. Right now, I'm studying different therapeutic approaches, psychodynamic, and CBT, family systems, feminist therapy. What's powerful is this: almost every theory explains something about daughters of narcissistic mothers. No one puts it together for us. Let's do that. Part 1 from Psychodynamic Lens, Freud. Adler, your early childhood relationships shape your internal world. If your mother was narcissistic, love was conditional, approval had to be earned, your emotions weren't safe. What happens? You develop an internal voice that criticizes you the same way she did. You grow up, her voice becomes your inner critic. That's why even when you succeed, you still feel like you're failing. That's not weakness, it's conditioning. Part 2, Adler talked about inferiority feelings. Now think about this. If you were consistently compared, criticized, or emotionally neglected, of course you grow up feeling not enough. What do many daughters do? They overachieve, overgive, overfunction in relationships because deep down they are still trying to prove I'm worthy. Worth was never something you were supposed to earn. Let's move to part 3. CBT. Therapy says thoughts create feelings, create behaviors. If your core belief became I'm not lovable, I'm too much, I'm not enough, then in adulthood, you choose emotionally unavailable partners, you people please, you stay in situations that hurt you. Not because you're stupid, because your brain learned that chaos feels familiar. The nervous system always chooses familiar over healthy. Part 4, family systems. Theory says something powerful. The problem is never just the individual, it's the system. In narcissistic families, roles form: the gold child, the scapegoat, the invisible one. If you were the scapegoat, you learned to observe blame. If you were the invisible one, you learned your needs didn't matter. Now in adulthood, you disappear in relationships or you feel responsible for everyone. That's not personality, that's adaptation. Part 5. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Many daughters of narcissistic mothers reach adulthood and think, who am I? What do I actually want? Why do I feel empty? Because your childhood wasn't about discovering yourself, it was about surviving someone else's emotional stability. Thanks, mother. Adulthood becomes the first time you actually meet yourself. That can be terrifying. For me, adulthood felt like emotional pressure, balancing career, relationships, healing, identity, self worth. Underneath all of that, a quiet belief that something was wrong with me. Here's what I have learned: nothing was wrong with me. I was responding normally to a abnormal childhood. Are you? Healing isn't just cut your mother off. Healing is rewriting your core beliefs, building boundaries without guilt, learning love that doesn't require performance, reparenting yourself. This is why I wrote Rising from the Ashes, not just as a book, as a road map for daughters who are tired of surviving. If you think you can relate to this because you were called too sensitive, too emotional, too much, or never enough, listen up. You're not broken. You were shaped by something that wasn't healthy. And the beautiful part is that you can reshape yourself. If you relate to this, comment healing. I read all the comments. If you're ready to go deeper, Rising from the Ashes is in the link in my bio. You're not crazy. You're not alone. You are waking up. And I'll see you on my next video.